Last time the Blazers were in the Western Conference Finals, you were on that squad.
2000, and give a whole bunch of credit to the entire Portland Trailblazers team. I thought Terry Stotts pulled and made some adjustments. It's big, not starting two guys coming out in the third quarters, and Mark Harkless still coming out playing well. C.J. McCollum, a professional one-on-one player, went to work.
Yeah, and also Evan Turner. I thought he did a remarkable job of stepping up when you was wondering. I thought it would have been Alfaruda Aminu or one of those guys, but Evan Turner stepped up in a major, major way.
Here's C.J. Guys, C.J. had 37 points on 17 of 29 shooting. 22 of his points came in the second half, and they really needed every single one of these points because Damian Lillard just couldn't get going, so C.J. carried him.
And what I love, Karan, old school, he didn't want to screen and roll so they could trap him. So he just said, hey, I have enough in my bag to go one-on-one. Craig, unbelievable defender, but a little bit of a separation right there. And on balance and on time, he knocked that big shot down.
You know how much confidence you have to have in your ability to put someone on the island every time with all eyes on you and be able to get in your spots and deliver time and time again. He did that all night long.
And we were talking in the postgame show, in the pregame show about the lack of Game 7 experience, and maybe that reared its ugly head early on. Portland fell behind by 17. Does that have something to do with it? You kind of then get woken up by that?
You know, I don't think so, because I don't think the guys in Denver had that much Game 7 experience, those young guys. So I think it came down to, you have some veterans. They've been through a lot of playoff disappointment in Portland, and you can tell they were locked in whether they won or lost. I love the way they were locked in, the way they came and competed and didn't get down, because you definitely could have held your head down. They were down 17 at one point, and they continued to battle.
Yeah, and I think you can see from McCollum's standpoint, he led this ball club tonight. You know, Dame wasn't having his best game, even though he filled up the stat sheet from points to assists. He had a little bit of everything. But I think McCollum, you know, he even went back to the Lee Daniels. You know what I mean? Like, look, I come from there, you know.
Right.
And I think that's what his state of mind was coming into the game where, you know, we're the underdogs and we're going to come and get a quality win on the road.
You know, I also thought, even though they shot bad and they were down, they didn't turn it over, Jared. They only had 4 turnovers for this entire games. And when you don't give away possessions, that gives you a chance.
Yeah, Denver's going to be kicking themselves on this one, right, guys? Up 17. This is exactly what you would want to see from Damian Lillard. He scores 13 points on 3 of 17 shooting. Lillard just 2 of 9 from downtown. But the Nuggets missed 17 consecutive threes to end the game. They missed 11 free throws, and they get outscored in the second half to lose this one. The Nuggets had this one.
Jared, those are the 2 stats. I mean, you go the last 17 three-point shots you missed. Yes, we understand you can go cold there, but you love to hit those in this type of game. But you're at that free throw line. There's nobody around. There's no hand contest. It's just you and that free throw line, and they missed 11 of them tonight. They're going to be kicking themselves, and they lost by 4.
You can't go out like that, especially at home. Is that 10%?
Yeah, that's 10%. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, 10% from 3 at home, you're not going to be able to win a game like that.
No, the numbers are not good at all for this Denver Nugget team. You know, for the entire game, as you said, 2 for 19 from the three-point line. But which one's going to be worse here? The three-point line or the free throw line here, because of all those crucial missed free throws?
You know, I would look at the free throws for me, because even though there were some wide open threes, I just think getting to that line, and no one's saying you're going to be able to shoot, you know, 100%, but you talk about 11 missed free throws. They didn't shoot bad, but those are the ones you got to make and take. I mean, the missed threes, all of these misses, but I think also for them is they got to be upset about their defense. They couldn't get stops in that second half at all.
I think you really got to be upset about your three-point misses also, because when you're at home, you should be able and capable of going out there and hit non-contested shots. And a lot of those shots from the three-point arc was non-contested, you know, from the Portland Trailblazers, because they gave them a heavy dosage of getting back to the guard to stop the penetration. And on the kickbacks, you know, you was able to line it up and have a legit shot at it, but you missed out on a ton of opportunity. And look, you can't do nothing about it now, but it's just a learning curve and something that they got to build on.